When you see a huge Boeing 787 landing almost sideways in strong crosswinds, your first thought is usually, that plane is in trouble. But look closely. The touchdown is smooth. The plane stays on the center line. Everyone on board rolls out safely. That is not luck. That is the result of years of quality education, serious training, and disciplined human beings doing their job at the highest level. Hi, and welcome back to the channel. In this video, we are using one dramatic Dreamliner landing as a case study, not just to admire the pilot, but to talk about something bigger: the power of education and human resource coming out of Kenya and Africa. Let's start with what is happening in that cockpit. The weather is bad, there are strong crosswinds, the runway is wet. Visibility is not perfect. To keep the aircraft on the center line, the pilot uses a technique called a crab or angled landing. The nose of the plane points slightly into the wind. The aircraft seems to be coming in sideways. At the last moments before touchdown, the pilot straightens the nose, aligns the aircraft with the runway, and sets the main wheels down firmly and safely. Too early, and the plane will drift. Too late, and the landing gear is stressed. Get it right, and you have a controlled, professional landing in very unfriendly conditions. That precision is not born in the cockpit. It starts many years earlier. Think about the journey of a Kenyan professional like this. It begins in primary school. A teacher stands in front of a crowded classroom, doing everything possible to plant confidence in reading, writing, mathematics, and science. It continues in secondary school. Students push through physics formulas, geography maps, chemistry experiments, and the endless exams that test both knowledge and resilience. Then comes university and technical training: engineering, information technology, medicine, aviation, TVET colleges, and specialized institutes. Here, theory becomes serious. Practical skills are sharpened in laboratories, workshops, and simulators. There are assignments, projects, and professional exams. By the time someone qualifies to command a Dreamliner, design a bridge, run a power plant, or manage a hospital ward, they have walked through layers of assessment, discipline, mentorship, and sacrifice. That is what you are really seeing when that aircraft lands safely in a storm. You are seeing years of investment in people. Kenya's greatest resource is not oil or minerals. Kenya's greatest resource is human capital. Kenyan professionals are everywhere. Pilots flying global routes, engineers building roads and power lines across Africa, doctors and nurses in leading hospitals, developers building fintech apps, AI tools, and startups, creative minds in music, design, and media. When they perform at a high level, the world sometimes calls it talent or luck. In reality, it is the product of a long education pipeline, thousands of classroom hours, and strict professional standards. We like to say, Wakenya ni watu wa kazi. Kenyans know how to work. But it is more than hustle. It is structured training, safety procedures, checklists, standard operating practices, continuous professional development. Whether it is a pilot lining up for landing, an engineer checking reinforcement on a beam, an accountant signing off a report, or a nurse giving medication, the mindset is the same. When lives and livelihoods are on the line, only competence and discipline count. This is why investment in education matters so much. Better schools and training institutions do not only produce certificates. They produce safe flights. They produce reliable electricity. They produce better hospitals. They produce stronger bridges and smarter cities. Every shilling spent on classrooms, laboratories, workshops, and simulators reduces the chances of failure later. It reduces accidents. It improves service. It unlocks innovation. So if you are a student or young professional in Kenya or anywhere in Africa, let this Dreamliner landing be a reminder. People who started in classrooms just like yours are now operating at global standards. Your mathematics lesson counts. Your lab practical counts. Your apprenticeship and internship count. The late-night study sessions and the early morning shifts all count. One day, you will be the person everyone is relying on when conditions are adverse in your field. Maybe not in a cockpit, maybe on a construction site, in an operating theater, in a control room, or in a server room. Your preparation today will determine how calm and effective you are on that day. If you believe in African talent and in the power of education, stay committed to your learning. Support the schools, the teachers, the trainers, and the mentors around you. They are the invisible hands behind every safe landing and every successful project. Thank you for watching. If this message resonates with you, share it with a friend who needs encouragement, and subscribe for more stories about engineering, aviation, construction, and the amazing human resource rising from Kenya and across Africa.